All right, team, here we go. Kenny Pickett's case for QB1. I'm not gonna lie, man. I was impressed. Against UNC, the dude was balling. It was tough to find the bads, okay? But he was just balling. So, we've got good, bad, good. Okay, we got 9 clips plus a Twitter clip for you after. So please like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Share on social media platforms. And as always, comment FTA for the algorithm. Let's jump into the film. So, first good I've got for you is it's just a shot play. So listen, they're going to run this little bit of a deep hank, and they're going to try to get this safety to suck up here, and they're going to run the post behind it, okay? I want to say that they're just in cover 1 anyway, so of course the safety is going to take it. But, yeah, that's all you're looking for, is you're going to read this thing. I'm going to redraw it real quick, but you're going to read this thing 1 to 2, okay? Obviously, the shot's there. Kenny does a great job in his drop, reading it out, pushing that cover 1 safety backside, or holding him really backside, because it's kind of a disguise hybrid look. But he does a really good job freezing that backside safety. Boom, and then driving a great little ball here on this post. Okay, but look at him hold this guy, because this is the guy who could get deeper than the deepest. Instead, he kind of freezes him and then works back to it, and that's an absolute dime. One thing about Kenny Pickett, man, is a lot of people, I don't think, talk about, and I'm not going to talk about it on today's video, but his escapability too, man. He does a great job really getting out of the pocket and creating. Right here, we've just got a little over, right? We've got our over route here, and this is a tight window, right? It's man-to-man coverage. Okay, watch this. Tight window, man-to-man coverage, and he just rips this thing in there. You're going to see on the tight, it's an incompletion, but you're going to see on the tight that this should have been probably caught. Or, as a quarterback, I would say that. Everything should be caught, according to me. Look at this thing, though, man. That's a tight window, man-to-man throw that translates directly to the NFL, because everyone's going to run an over route against man coverage. And I got to say that I think, he only gets 1 hand on it. But I think that you probably could get 2 hands on it, and I think that that's something that you gotta make a play on. So it's a muddy concept. So what I want to talk about here is, one, I'm not sure what this guy's. I think we get the seam from here. Anyways, they're working a dagger concept. Okay, I have honestly no idea what this guy ends up running. I can't remember off the top of my head. Let's watch it real quick. Yeah, he's just on the sit. Sorry. So he's on the sit. So what they do is they do it like this, okay? He's on the sit, this guy's on the seam, and this guy's on the dagger, okay? So really, you just read this thing top down, right? 1, 2, all the way down to 3. What I want to talk about that's so impressive is patience with a muddy concept. Watch how this guy, this tight end, gets jammed up, and to where this concept downfield is like so muddy, but watch him be patient and trust it, and then his guy runs into the window and it works out. So really, it's so incredibly difficult as a quarterback when it starts to get muddied up downfield to then trust that these guys aren't going to hit each other, but watch him. He lets it work, and then he just rips the dime. So even though there was a super muddy read, he ends up just letting it work its way out, which is so much harder to do in a game than it is when we're just like watching film and saying like, oh, look, this guy runs open. Well, of course he does. But that's great stuff. Okay, we've got a bad here. They're working one-on-one backside. They've got a go ball. They've got a go route. What I want you guys to see is, listen, it's backside one-on-one. He runs a little stutter and go. So you see the stutter here. Okay, when guys are even, we say when they're even, they're leaving, which means when they are even, we are throwing this go ball. Kenny tries to throw a back shoulder, which is a terrible decision here. Great job by his receiver battling back to break this thing up. But this is an even time, right? Man, he's even. Throw him on the go ball. So I love that he's got confidence in his back shoulder fade and throwing his guys open. However, we've got to know when we're throwing the go ball and when we are throwing that back shoulder hold up, and this is just not the case. So this one's tough because we just sail this in route, okay? This one's super dangerous. It's kind of like a dagger variation to me, right? This is like kind of like this little bender. he flattens it off a little, or he ends up flattening it, but and they're trying to throw this in route behind it. Okay, he just ends up sailing this thing. Okay, and this is when it's like, this is when you start questioning the hand size type stuff. And I don't say that like in like a jokingly way. What I mean is like, hey, if someone's hands are small, right, and then you see like a ball flutter or something, you're like, oh, it's because his hands are small. Whereas everyone else, you just be like, oh, it kind of slipped, right? You'd like let it just go. With Kenny, you start thinking, okay, you know, hey, did he sail this thing or whatever because he's got to drop his arm or do whatever to make up for his hand size. I don't know how I feel about that yet, to be honest. We could talk about it at the end of the video, but it is one of those things that unfortunately is going to get held against him. Right here, listen, they've got this little jet sweep, and then they've got this, it's just a simple screen. Unfortunately, instead of, you always want to be front shoulder, meaning lead him here, unless there's a defender out here. There's no defender out here to pull him away from. Kenny just misses inside, and it's too firm. Ends up in a tipped interception. So this play should not have been an interception, right? Ideally, you would just, hopefully this thing gets batted down. But anytime you miss wrong shoulder with a back, and, I mean, this is way too damn hard. The back is 7 yards away. You don't rifle the thing at him. So it's rifled and in the wrong spot, which leads to a tipped INT, so obviously another bad. Okay, here we've got drive. Drive's a super common NFL concept. We've got our shallow cross. You're going to read this thing 1 to 2, okay? Your shallow cross against man-to-man, okay? Man-to-man, he stays on the run. Against zone, he's going to sit down. Then you're going to work backside to your basic. Watch this, man. Works it perfect, okay? Hey, shallow's not there. One hitch gets to his basic. Great read, great ball. Something that you just love to see, these kind of, you know, little NFL day one concepts like drive that you're going to have. You love to see these guys run them in college, and you love to see them reading it out correctly, and that's something Kenny's doing. So I think that's a really, I mean, to me, not an exciting throw, right? Only 12 yards down the field, but I do think it's actually way more exciting than people give it credit for. Okay, this coverage right here, to me, looks like a bust, but this guy's going to bounce way outside. He's going to end up like on a wrapped sit, I think. But it's an absolute dime on this post. Look at this guy work the post too. It seems like a blown coverage, but I don't know. It seems like the bracket should be happening here, but what I mean when I say bracket is the double team. It seems like the double team should be happening there. Anyways, they exchange it. He beats him on the post. He rips an absolute seed for 45 yards. Right. Drops back, throws this thing off, what, the 42-yard just dime on a post for a touchdown while he's getting hit. I'm going to go back to that clip, sorry, because I want to see the tight. Look at this. Gets hit after, too. You just love to see these guys, man, stand in there and deliver absolute dimes. And then the last good we have, an absolute biggest moment you could have, okay? Overtime. Game winner. You get motion across. They're running basically double slant here, kind of. This backer flies out, too. So he flies out underneath. So he holds it, lets him get second window, lets him wrap this guy. And then it's pouring rain, which factors into the hand size thing, I think. You're like, man, pouring rain, absolute clutch moment, lets the guy clear, delivers a dime, game winner. I don't think it is the game winner because I think UNC was still going to go out there, but ends up being the game winner. And you just got to love this, man. Big moment. Shot, touchdown, game winner. So, all in all, Kenny Pickett's case for QB1, man, and it's strong. He makes a strong case in the UNC game, I got to be honest. I think he played one of the cleaner games that I've seen from a prospect this year. So and not to mention he's talented, and not to mention I think people underestimate his escapability. People underestimate his arm talent. The hand size, though, is a real thing. Like, a lot of people are either making a joke about it or making it seem like everything, and it's not everything, but it is a real thing. Like, the NFL ball is noticeably bigger than the college ball. Just talking from experience. And I didn't have like 8-inch hands, you know, I had like 9 something, and it still felt like, oh wow, this is a little bit bigger to me. So it's like I can only assume for him it feels like that, and obviously it's, you know, he's wearing gloves his whole career, so that'll probably aid in the transition. But I do think it's something you got to look at. So am I ready to absolute pound the gavel QB1? I'm not ready to do that yet. Did he make a strong case for QB1 in game 1? Yes, he did. He absolutely did. So guys, please stick around for the Twitter video after this, and please like, subscribe, comment, share it, all that good stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and then I will see you guys on the next video. All right, peace. All right, team. We've got a great clip here of Kenny Pickett using eye manipulation and throwing just a nice smooth dime to his running back. Let's go ahead and check the film. So what I want you guys to see first, get off the scoreboard, okay, is they're in cover 1 hole, okay? UNC's in cover 1 hole. They're man-to-man across the board. So we've got man here, man here, man here, man here, man here. This is our hole player, okay, meaning, hey, he's our guy underneath. You can call it robber if it's the safety coming down, but if it's that linebacker, we're going to call it hole. And then you've got the center fielder here, okay? This guy's coming off the edge. What I want you guys to see is Pitt's going to run like a little pick play here. He's not actually going to take this high like a post. He's going to end up like working inside and really picking this guy. And they're going to hit this back out of the backfield on like a little bullet route, okay? Watch Kenny Pickett hold this safety in the middle of the field. So first I want you guys to watch the pick happen. Okay, so boom, you see the pick right there. Great route. Love that. Just a little bit of a rub. Acts like he's not meaning to do it. Now watch Kenny Pickett hold the safety, push him to the left a little bit, then come back right, hit the bullet. What I like about it is it's not like an absolute laser show, right? But it's that up and down ball that has enough velocity to beat the safety, but it's still super catchable for a back. So watch Kenny use his eyes here, man. Watch this. Boom, eyes push the safety left, hit one hitch clean, gets that thing up and down, really catchable for his back, yet enough tempo to where it gets there before that safety. So to me, anytime I see eye manipulation, I see some sort of a layer throw, it's a really exciting thing to see for an NFL draft guy because, hey, that's all the NFL is moving people with your eyes and then layering throws in there. So I think this is a great sign for Kenny Pickett going to the next level.